everybody. My name is Talha. Hi, everybody. My name is Talha. I'm an exchange student here. I've been here like 6 months, and I'm from Turkey. Turkey, I don't know why Americans call my country as a bird. It's actually called like Turkey, and I don't know. So Turkey means the region name since many centuries ago. I live on the European side of Constantinople. Yeah, Constantinople is here. Otherwise known as Istanbul, and there's a really famous song about that. I said that I live in European side of Istanbul because Istanbul has two sides. One side is Europe, and the other side is in Asia. And Turkey bring together these two continents with Bosphorus Strait. Last year I lived on European side, and my school was in Asian side. Therefore, every day I traveled like cross-continental.
Oh.
Anyway, I should talk about my presentation. By the way, this is a brief description of my city, my life, and my country. Anyway, I should talk about my presentation. Today, I'm here to present headscarf ban in the world and in my country. As you know, headscarf is headscarf is a scarf covering most or all of women's hair. Muslim, like these girls, Muslim women wear that to cover their hair mostly. In the world, there are some countries which ban to wear headscarf. France, Turkey, and Netherlands are the major countries which ban to wear headscarf. These countries violate Article 18, which is freedom of religion. For example, in Netherlands, drug and gay marriage are legal. But if you wear headscarf, you can't go to school or you can't work in government works. I think it makes no sense. So it means this country is also violate human rights Article 23 and Article 26, which is right to work and right to education. So how about France? Since 1905, the French government has followed laïcism idea, principle of laïcism, in which the political belief state does not recognize any official religion to protect freedom of religion. And ironically, France is the first country which banned to wear headscarf in 1979. In France, if you are a high school student or public servant, you can wear Jewish school cap or another religious things, but you can't wear headscarf. It means laïcism doesn't work. I mean, it does not work for everybody or every religion. Also, this country is violate Article number 2, which is, I think, the most important article, no discrimination. Now I'm gonna talk about Turkey, where's my country. So, although over 95% of Turkey population are Muslim, Turkey is one of the countries which ban to wear headscarf. But Turkey ban also valid in universities. After World War I ended and Ottoman Empire became Republic of Turkey in 1923, founders saw headscarf as a backward looking, an obstacle to their campaign and ideologies. Turkey has had social norms against headscarf since 1923. There was no law at that time. Turkish army is a defender of founders' ideologies, and headscarf is one of them. They interrupted democracy 4 times to protect these ideologies. When last time they interrupted democracy, they banned headscarf officially 1981. The students, after that ban, After that ban, the woman who wear headscarf doesn't allow to be parliamentarian, and she couldn't even sit in the parliamentary. So the students took off their headscarf when they were going to school. When they finished their school, they couldn't practice their job because there was another ban against headscarf. By the way, sorry, I'm so nervous. So in last 10 years, people start to protest government in Turkey. Then the women from another countries start to protest their government. In that time, Turkish army was softened up by government. In September 2010, Turkish Constitutional Court announced that government will no longer take action against headscarf in universities. And this year, first time a lawyer practiced her job with wearing headscarf in Turkey. Yes, something's changing, slowly but surely. Nevertheless, women still can't go to elementary or high school with headscarf in Turkey, France, and Netherlands, and maybe other many countries. After finishing to write my presentation script, I started to think about that human rights violation. I mean, how can I? It makes no sense. And I found really simple answer. If a woman free to show her body, why should she not be free to cover it? I mean, I hope one day every single person will be free, and there will be no discrimination, prejudgment, and prejudice in the world. Happy Justice Week. Thank you so much. About that? Do you have any question?
So why did they ban headscarves in the first place?
In France, in which country are you talking about? In the world?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, it's like there's some laws in this country, and they don't want to see like people who wear headscarf. Like also, there is an Islamophobia in the Europe, but I think that's the reason. Thank you. So, is there any question?
How can we change this situation?
How can we change? I don't know, maybe we can protest governments, but I think they're gonna change slowly, but we need like self-awareness. I mean, in the society, we need self-awareness, and I don't know. These are government laws. If we want to change them, we want to be in government, or we want to change government's mind. I mean, in the United States, there is no law like something like that. Yeah.
How about to educate other people? Is that a way to help change things?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Like.
I'm here.
This is more of a comment, but a question for all of you guys. I think here, at least for me in the United States, we kind of feel like we think we should be telling people, make them wear the scarves. I'm not seeing it before this presentation. I haven't seen it from the other side. People wanting to wear, women wanting to cover their heads and not being allowed to. I've always been told from the other side, oh, people make them cover their heads. We shouldn't make them cover their heads. This is a completely opposite side from
I think, have you ever asked them, have you ever asked the people who wear headscarf? Nobody asked them. I mean, also Christian nuns and Orthodox Jewish women and Amish women wear that, but it's prejudice only to Muslims women.
So is this because because people feel a threat from Muslims, so they don't want people to be able to show that they're Muslim?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. So, is there any question? Okay, thanks for listening.
Yawn. Why is it making yawn? It's just a chocolate
Good
bar.
afternoon, everyone.
How are you not done
I'm
with that?
James, and this is my partner, Daniel. Okay, so we're from Korea. Okay, so everyone is ready?
Gotta stretch.
Okay. So we're from Korea, and we are going to present about bullying in Korea. So we're gonna have iMovie and PowerPoint. Also, we're gonna have Q&A time between the iMovie and PowerPoint, which is after. I'm gonna show you guys iMovie first. So we're gonna have the Q&A time. So if you guys have any question, you can ask me and I'll answer. All right, let's start.
In 2011, a 13-year-old boy committed suicide by jumping from the 7th floor.
못했는 말 지금 전할게요. Lim Ji-young reads the suicide note of her 13-year-old son. Sung Min jumped out of the 7th floor window of the family home 7 months ago because he was being bullied at school. 전선줄을 목에 감아서 her son's final words describe how he was robbed and beaten by boys in his class. Electrical wire was tied around his neck and he was burned with lighters. Lim does not want to show her face on camera. She's only told close friends and family how her son died. She had no idea he was being bullied. She relived the day police called her to come home. When she arrived, she saw a body outside her apartment block covered in a white cloth. I pulled back the cloth and saw my son, she said. I put my arms around him and felt he was still warm. I said he's still alive and I called for a doctor, but they told me he's already dead. When I looked up, I saw the open window. His bedroom has not been touched since that day. The parents and older brother all have trouble sleeping. As a teacher herself, Lim said schools are not doing enough to protect their students. The school wants to cover it up, she said. Just 5 months before my son killed himself, a girl in the same grade committed suicide because of bullying. But nothing was done, so it happened again.
The school in question declined to comment, but it's certainly not the only one with problems. In 2010, more than 350 teenagers between the ages of 10 and 19 committed suicide. That's almost one every day. Now, the main reason for youth suicide in South Korea is concerns over school grades, but school violence is also a significant factor.
The problem has been recognised by the government. Counselling centres will be set up in 40% of schools by the end of this year. So-called WE classes, standing for We, Education, Emotion. This counsellor tells me, before a student feels suicidal, he or she has gone through a lot of pain. If counsellors intervene early enough, the child can be saved. Cho Kyung-jun is 17 years old and came to ask advice for his friend who's being bullied. He says bullying victims have a hard time because they feel there's no one they can ask for help, so a place like this is really important. Schools are also trying to put more focus on team sports rather than just celebrating individual success. Counsellors say intense competition in Korean schools can lead to bullying. Government figures suggest school violence, although still high, has started to decrease. Too late for this 13-year-old and another South Korean family destroyed by bullying and suicide. Paula Hancock, CNN, South Korea.
Bullying has become a huge issue in Korean schools. Many Koreans have been bullied and have bullied themselves. Almost 22% of people have been bullied. Surprisingly, 49.8% of people have bullied. Seemingly, almost half of students have bullied, but it is not because all of them really hate the victims. It could be just for fun or afraid to be bullied with the victims.
There is hierarchy in the classes. People cannot disobey the people on the top, which is called ilju. People describe them as nobles. Nobody can disobey them. Otherwise, the people will be bullied for the rest of their school life. The lowest class is called bang shoro and jinta. They are usually the victims of bullying. People take money from them and violate them without reasons.
And seems like we have only a few minutes before the bell rings, so I think we are not going to do a PowerPoint presentation today. So we're going to have Q&A time right now. So does anyone have a question? Yes?
Could you and Daniel share your own personal experiences with bullying?
Sure, yeah, Daniel.
Hello, my name is Daniel A. To be honest, I was a bystander and one of the police. I might say I really didn't know I was bullying the person, the victim. I personally thought I was playing with him and I was making joking with him, but he thought himself he was being bullied. That's why we have to educate ourselves about the bullying, because other people might think, actually, you're in your position, you think you're joking around with him, but for him, it can be bullying. So that's why I choose the Korean bullying as my topic. Thank you.
Okay, so we have 1 minute left, and does anyone have any question? Let's get one more question. Yes.
Do you think that bullying issue is a bigger issue and more pervasive in Korea than in
Wait, I cannot hear.
Do you think the bullying issue is a bigger issue in Korea than
Well, I think so, because like in here, I didn't see any like cheating or beating people. Yeah. Yeah.
You think it's a bigger issue in Korea?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Have a good time.